Shalom Evracha, welcome to the weekly Shir of Zera Shimshon. Today is Wednesday, the week of Shavuos, Daled, Lechodesh, Sivan, Tovshim Peivav. We're going to learn a most beautiful piece in Zera Shimshon here in Megillas Rus, Ois Yud Beis. It's Dvarim Nefloim Ad Ma'od, and it's Kedai to concentrate until the end to get the beauty of this piece. We'll be makdim. Shavuos falls on the 6th day of Sivan. It's connected to number 6. Shavuos is connected to Moshiach. Shavuos is the yahrzeit of David HaMelech. And as far as Magdoshim tell us, it's a time to be Yoir, the Geula Asida. Number 6 we find in Shas, Shishas Siddur Mishnah, is also number 6. And that, Chazal tell us, also brings the Geula. Number 6 has a shaykhus to Geula. Number 6 has a shaykhus to Shavuos. And let's learn this piece in Zera Shimshon that will have another insight in this number 6. Steht in Pasuk, Vatoime, Naomi sent Rus to the field. And then Boaz gave Rus 6 sa'orim, 6 kerndelach of barley. 6 pieces of barley. And he said, why 6? Ki amaylai, because Boaz said to Rus, Al tavoyu reikam el chamoiseich. Don't go empty-handed to your mother-in-law Naomi, so I'm gonna give you 6 pieces of sa'orim, of barley. Hard to understand, Frag the Zera Shimshon. What's the understanding of this? If not for that reason, you wouldn't give her anything? Rus was poor. Rus was desperate for some help, for some assistance. So why wouldn't you give her anyway? Maybe it means, of course, you would have given something to Rus, but not 6. How much would you have given? Why would you give more? Why would you give less? What's the inner meaning of this pasuk? Zeg the Zera Shimshon, most beautiful pshat in this chazal or in this pasuk, that Boaz gave Rus 6 sa'orim to take back to Naomi. If not for that, he wouldn't have given number 6. What's the understanding of this? And what's the hidden secret in this pasuk? Listen to Dvarim Niskavim. Yesh Loima. Sheidua sheberus hayaba shnei Dvarim tovim. Rus, inside her, she possessed 2 koiches. One is Achas Hapreda Toiva. Inside of her, she had the potential Melech HaMashiach. She was the mother of Malchus based David. She was the grandmother of David HaMelech, which makes her the grandmother of Mashiach. That's one chelik, that's one kedusha that was resting inside of Rus. That's number 1. Vashenis, there's something else that was dormant inside her that we had to bring to fruition, was Ki Ruach Machloin Haya Bekirba. She had inside her the ruach of her husband, Machloin, that passed away, and he left this world without children, and there was a chiyuv to bring a child from Rus in order to bring back the life of Machloin. It was a concept of Yibum, as we find in the Psukim, when Rus gave birth to her son Oiveit, the Shchenos, the neighbors, said to Naomi, Yulad Beina Naomi. Naomi has a child, meaning because in this child, Oiveit, lay the Ruach, the Neshama of Machloin. Machloin was the son of Naomi, and now by doing this mitzvah Yibum, they brought back his Ruach, his spirit. The Haini Rus, Ruach Machloin, Shloya Ruach HaKodesh, Kodesh Bekirba, inside of Rus. So we had 2 Devarim Kedoshim inside Rus. One was Melech HaMashiach, which is Malchus based David, and one was Rus had inside her Machloin, the spirit of a husband. Akdama number 1. Akdama number 2. Over Medrash Yalkut al Pasuk, the Medrash says in the Pasuk, Eile Tol Dois Hashemayim Va'aretz. In the beginning of Parshas Bereshis. Normally in the Torah, the word Toldois is written without the last vav. Missing a vav, beside two places. Over here by Eile Tol Dois Hashmai Baretz, it's spelled Tav Vav Lamed Dalet Vav Saf. The second time is Eile Tol Dois Paretz. When Paretz is born, the end of Megillas Rus, it also says with a vav. Says the Medrash, why the vav? Why always is the vav missing? Keneged vav devarim shenitlu ma'adam rishon. When Adam Rishon sinned, he was lacking 6 kedushas. He got 6 chesroinis. Number 1, zivoy, his shine. Chayusoi, his life. He was supposed to live forever. His life was cut short. Kaimasoi, his height. Priya aretz, priya ilam v'ma'oiros. 6 things were compromised as a result of the chet of Adam Rishon. When Mashiach comes, we'll get back those 6. That's why, generally speaking, Toldos is written without a vav, but here by Eile Toldos Paretz, which is the birth of Melech HaMashiach, there it says it with a vav, and also right at the beginning of the world, it also says it with a vav. Sagt Zera Shimshon, he brings from the Sefer Mincha Shai. Haini Taima, she Peretz Arishon Noket Komets V'Segel. If you look in Megillas Rus, there's a beautiful observation. When it says that Peretz was born. How do you spell Peretz? Ve'ele Toldois Paretz. These are the sons of Peretz. Peretz has a comet under the pay. The Reish has a segel. And then it says, Peretz hoided as chetzrein. The second Peretz has a segel and a segel. 2 segels. What's the understanding of this? Says the Sefer Gu'las Hager, Peretz Rishon has a comet to segel. The second has 2 segels. The second Peretz has 6 dots. Each segel is comprised of 3 dots. Together, the 2 segels make 6. Lahoirois she'ad Peretz, until Peretz was born, hoyeshisha dvarim chaserim. Those 3 things missing. Umi Peretz ve'elach, from Peretz life and onwards, chazru shloisha mehem. 3 were restored. Why? Shreiziv Matzina B'Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu had the countenance on his face. He had the shine that was missing after the chait of the Eitz Hadas. So the ziv came back on some level. Peres Aretz, the Peres of the land that were cursed, or Peres Ilan, got back the mixas. Got back. So we have 3 things that were niskan, but 3 are still lacking. Aval Chai Adam, we still don't live forever. The height of a person is not till the sky. The moon is not the size of the sun. They still need to have a tikkun. Ola Asid, when Mashiach comes, we'll get back the other 3 too. Lachain, Paretz Arishon is comets for Segol. When Peretz was born, there's only 3 dots. And when he was born, we got 3. Or Peretz Hasheni means at his birth, 3 already existed. Or Peretz Hasheni, the second Peretz, has 6 dots, 2 segons. Beautiful. So the Zera Shimshon, the Chus Yagnaleinu, Vim Kain, Bisman Boyas. When Boyas was alive, from Peretz of David, then we had 3 things were fixed. We had the Ziv, and we had the Peres Ilon and the Peres Aretz. Bisman Peret, Boyas, Vachazov Nisker Shloisha. You only need to have 3 more. Ela Sheish Sa'orim. Sa'orim, as the Zera Shimshon explains in the next piece, a Moira demonstrate the concept of missing, because Sa'orim is a remes to Aniyim, which means it's not the ultimate. There's lacking. And you find other ayahs for that. The Perik Shira says the song of the Sa'orim is Tfilah La'oni Kiyatov. Mincha Sa'orim, when somebody sins, he brings from Sa'orim. The Omer, when we just left Mitzrayim, is Sa'orim. Sa'orim represents the concept that it's lacking. It's aniyistic. So Boaz was standing with Rus, Sheish Sa'orim, Keneged Hashisha Devarim, she sacked with Mashiach, Bebenosha Rus. He was sending 6 Sa'orim, which means we're still lacking 3 things. Omnom, but really, you should only send 3. 3 things were in this count, 3 things were fixed. Really, you only need 3. The other three that even that generation they had, you didn't need it. So ultimately, Boaz could send with Rus 3 to represent that those 3 things that we are totally lacking today will become fixed through you. If you'd send Rus home with only 3, it will look like that the whole gain of the marriage with Boaz is only going to be to bring Mashiach. But you won't be discussing and you won't be mentioning the fact that she's also going to be masaking the neshama of Machloin ben Peretz, the son of Naomi that she had inside us. You can't ignore that. Therefore, Boaz, in his tremendous sensitivity to Naomi, made sure not to send home only 3, but to send 6 in order to send a message to Naomi. True, Rus is bringing Mashiach, but there's something else Rus is going to do. Rus is going to bring back your long-lost child, Machloin. He gave a 6 claimer. 3 you're going to get from Rus, because Rus is going to bring Mashiach. The other 3 are from Machloin. Over there, that's Pshat in the Pasuk. If you will only come with 3, then your mother-in-law won't be getting anything from this. She lost her children, she lost her Machloin. She wants a Hemshech Hadoirus. So therefore, Boaz sent back with Rus 6. Deine Name ein Machloin, שבשביל רוס יסקנו 3, ובשביל שוצר של רוח מachloin יסקנו לגמרי כל 6, ובזה עשה שפר הכל דברים נשגבים. So Boaz sends back 6 to represent 3 for the tikkun of Rus Melech HaMashiach, 3 for the neshama of Machloin. And that was Boaz's message to Rus. We learn Zerah Shimshon for a skula for those that need children. Here the Zerah Shimshon telling us a sensitivity that Boaz had to tell Naomi, you got to have a child. There's got to be a hemshech from you. And that's why he sent her the extra 3 sa'orim to tell her this chisar that you have will be fulfilled. The day of Shavuos is day number 6, Vav Sivan. That's when we celebrate the Yom Tov of Shavuos. And that is our preparation for the Geula. We have Shisha Siddur Mishnah that bring the Geula. When we machazak ourselves on the day of Shavuos to be mitzapa to the Geula is haprat, the Geulas haklal, there will be zoichel the schus of the Heilige Zerah Shimshon Yagid Madenu. All those that are waiting for children should be nisparich, bebanei chaya mezoinei. They should see Zara chaya v'chiyama. And we should be zoichel that this yontiv of Shavuos should hasten the Geula Shalema, and we'll get back all the tikkunim that were necessary, and we'll get back Melech HaMashiach b'mheira b'yameinu a good yontif.